Hi, Dulce. How are you?
Hi, Natalie. Thank you for the instructions.
No
You
problem.
look, we match.
Yeah, how you doing?
So, I'm just amazed at your work, and I'm really proud of you. Go
Oh,
Cubans.
thank you. Oh
Um,
my God, that makes me so happy.
so Natalie, tell me a little bit about your background. How did you get here?
Wow. Well, do you mean directing? Like, how did I get to directing this?
Pretty much everything, like,
Okay.
because I know you. I want to know how, because a lot of actors and directors want to know how this person got there.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Miami, and I moved to LA with my best friend, who I met in college at FIU, when I was 20, and then I just started. I directed some theater and some sketch, and I was doing sketch,
Mhm.
and I got some roles in TV, and then little by little, I started getting more roles in TV and movies, and then I was directing my friends who had bands. I was directing their music videos, and because I wanted to direct, and I've been writing, and then it all sort of just converged to where I am
Mhm.
now. Like for Plan B, I had directed some TV. Like I had directed Room 104 on HBO, and I had directed a few other things, but no features ever. I hadn't done that, and so I thought it was kind of a long shot to to get this part.
Sí.
But I was really passionate about the potential that I saw in the scripts, because I knew
Mhm.
that it could. I knew that it. I knew that it could make a really great movie, and I had some ideas for how I could do that. And so I pitched that to the producers who had the script, and I'm very lucky that they gave me the chance to do it.
So I'm not sure if you speak Spanish, pero me gustaría saber por qué esta película Plan B es tan importante para ti, personalmente.
I do speak Spanish, but it's hard for me to improvise,
Okay,
because mi
let me do it
vocabulario
in English.
mi vocabulario no está like.
Diverso.
Sí, pero es que answering, like, I think in English and then I can say it in Spanish, so that I'm constantly translating, so it's like
Got
hard
it. Okay.
to
Got it.
be like well spoken. Do you know what I mean? Especially in an interview. Do you know what I mean? So
Why was this film so important to you, to bring it to life?
well, I thought that it was, I had never seen a movie, like a teen R-rated teen comedy that had not only two girls at the leads, but two women of color, and that it was just as like R-rated and crazy and raunchy as all the like teen movies we have seen before that, like Superbad and American Pie and all these other movies that we all grew up loving. But had never really represented us, and on top of that fact, I had never seen the quest in these movies. um it's always like, let's get to the cool party, or let's get alcohol for the party, or let's get the good girl. It was never in this movie. The quest is, I need to get basic health care. And I thought that combining that with your regular teen movie is exactly what a teen girl's life is about, and like what women's lives are about, and what people's lives are about in this country. Like, the stakes are very real, but that doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
not funny and crazy and wild, and I really liked that about it.
So you're sending a message at the same time, right?
I mean,
With all these.
it's not so much that I'm sending a message as much as that I'm just telling you what it's like,
The reality.
I think that's enough. Yeah.
I know you filmed this film during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So was that more challenging for you?
Yeah.
What did you learn about yourself in the process? And tell me how you made it happen.
I mean, as a person, like with my friends, and also as a director, I'm extremely protective of people that are in my care. And so as a director, I feel protective about every crew member and every cast member, and I want to make sure that they feel safe and comfortable, and that their well-being is being thought of. So when you throw a pandemic in there, that is hard. And so it was scary because we were going to start shooting this in March, and then got shut down like the day before we started filming. So then we picked it back up again in October, and we were one of the first movies or productions that I had heard of starting up again, and it was a time in Hollywood where we really didn't know how to do it or how we were going to get away with it. How do you do scenes with extras? How do you do kissing scenes? How often do people get tested? Tests were still sort of, and so I was very, very lucky. We were all very lucky that our production company in Syracuse, American High, was the best of the best when it came to COVID protocols. And we all were tested constantly. We all had, masks and shields on. But because the protocols were so good, when we were on set, we were able to forget about it because we actually felt safe for the first time, like in months. Cause, I didn't feel safe at the grocery store, but I felt safe on this set, and it was actually like a breath of fresh air, on top of the fact that you get to hang out with people, which wasn't a thing. We were all alone. So getting to work and be with people that you care about and have fun doing and getting back to the thing you love was actually such a blessing. And no one in our crew and cast got, there was no scares. We were all really safe the whole time. And I mean, I definitely just learned about myself that I'm very protective of the people around me when it comes to safety and their well-being. And I'm really lucky that that was supported by the production company that we worked with.
And I can see that diversity is very important to you. You have a very diverse cast. How did you manage to do that? Was that, your first goal?
It's easy. It's easy. It's so easy. Just look around you. That's what the world looks like. It's not a hard thing to do at all. There are many, many talented people of all races and religions, and sexes and genders and any expression whatsoever. So it's not hard, I will say. And I don't know why people make it seem like it's hard.
It's not. We're all like different. We're a mix.
Exactly.
What's next for you? Are you planning a project where you'll be acting, directing? Would you like to direct and act at the same time, or is that challenging?
Yes, I would. I would like to do that. I think what's next to me, at least right now, is a lot of rest. I want to be left alone. I want to vacation for a little while. This has been an experience of a lifetime. It was so much fun all the way through, and it was actually really wonderful. But I'm so tired. It was a lot of work. So I definitely want to chill a little bit and like get that inspiration back so that I can continue to make the things that I want to make. But I mean, I'm writing a movie with my writing partner for Universal right now. So like, we'll see what happens. And yeah, but.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time. And Cuban coffee makes it all, right?
Yes. Possible. Nice to meet you.
Gracias, Natalie. Cuídate.